Hey everyone, I'm Nick in the States, and today I want to try something sort of new, which is just a concept of what's in my cart. Like, what stuff am I looking at, hunting, stalking, out there on the interwebs that you may also be interested in? So, I've got a few different things. Part of what brought this idea to me is I've had two people in the past few days looking at deals for 2015 Gibsons. I know they're hated or flawed or whatever, but we're now in the spot where certain retailers that are sitting on them are selling them at great prices. My friend Blackjack, who's a lot of you probably know on the internet, she's in a lot of the guitar community, was looking at a Les Paul Les, which is like the slimline Les Paul standard. It's only like 1.25 inches thick. And she got a great deal on it from Thomann. And my buddy Danny called me up today and he's like, I'm looking at this. It's like a $1,400, $1,500 one. Actually, the same guitar. He didn't realize it was a thin line. He wanted a full-size Les Paul. And so I sent him over to Thomann to look at some of the traditionals and deluxes and stuff. So anyway, if you are in the market for a Gibson and you want to get a really good deal on a high-quality Gibson with a case, search for 2015 Gibson from Thomann. And you'll see, this is in the U.S. prices, so there's no VAT here and it's in dollars, but the Euro pricing is pretty equivalent, just a little bit higher with VAT. So SG standard, yeah, $800, still actually a pretty good deal. But like 11.15 for a LP traditional, or the Heritage Cherry Sunburst one, also 11.15. And then you look at some of Thoman's picks, and you know, it's just pretty. And yeah, these have the G-Force tuners, and yeah, these have the 0 fret brass thing, and yeah, they've got the Les Paul 100, and yes, they have the hologram on the back of the headstock. But they have that cool case. They're all super gloss. They all look really nice. And the price is now, you know, it's equal to any of the trade-offs that the guitar has, in my opinion. You know, you go down, you want to buy a Les Paul Standard, $1,424 for a brand new Les Paul Standard in the box from 2015. Either in the wine red kind of deal, or you want to get your slash on the transparent amber with a cherry back, and it just looks really nice. These are great too. These all have, you know, 3A tops on them, I believe. It's the asymmetrical neck profile. The 2015 necks are a little bit wider. I personally like them. The one that really is causing me great pains is this one. I love blue guitars, as anyone that's been in my channel or followed the channel for a bit might know. And this is about as blue as it gets, and it's just really pretty. Now in Thomann, unlike Sweetwater or something, you don't know which the one you get is going to look like. This is just a picture of one of the ones they got in. But 1156, it makes me tempted to sell my Desert Burst or Iced Tea Burst I think it's 2013, which I will still have some chains left over after selling that and buying this one new with the case, all that kind of stuff. Given it does have the, you know, Les Paul 100 on the headstock and the auto tuners and that kind of stuff, and my less than favorite hologram. But it's pretty, and this is the model that has the 2015 had the introduction of that pick guard pulls right off. It's not screwed to anything, even though there is a screw there. It actually just snaps into the side of the pickups, which is really kind of cool. So if you want it on, you want it off, no holes, no fuss, no muss. Anyway, and then the last one that looking so much for me is, you know, 1088 for a gold top deluxe. The deluxes do have that little boosty flip switch. I know a lot of people just will swap it out for 50s wiring, put a thing back in there. You can also put 2 P90s in there, and then it looks like you're playing a, you know, an early 50s one. Kind of cool stuff. Okay deals on that. Les Paul Les, if you ever wanted a slimline Les Paul, thin line, I think they're only like an inch and a quarter, 1.5 inches thick. They're not a 2-inch thick body. There's a comfort carve in it as well, I believe. Yeah, it's tough to tell. I think so. We're going to say probably. Yes. And cool looking tops, 856 for all glass nitro with a hard shell case Gibson. There's a bunch more. I'll put a link down below. 2015 Gibsons. You can get, I mean, for under $1,000 US, Les Paul Classic. You know, these only have a AA top. They have that same flip switch that the Deluxe had, but it's all glass with case for under $1,000. So, anywho, it's the first thing in that. As I say, the link, I'll just save this search down below so you can click on that and take a look at it. Um, Over on the eBay watch list, I know when I did some of the project guitars, people had some interesting stuff. And this guy, Call Online One, has this El Carbo Classic. I'll try and put a link there. He comes out with really good Barncaster bodies all the time. They're usually like, excuse me, 35, 40 bucks, $15 shipping, at least in the States. And all you do is just stain this thing, find a good neck and some hardware. This even has some red barning to the back of it. Yeah, it's really cool if you ever want to do a Barncaster similar to the one that I did. I'm attempting to resist this one because it's gorgeous and I don't need it. That's the other thing. If I suggest stuff here, some of it is because I want someone else to buy it so that I don't, and so that I can resist temptation. Yeah, I'm always looking for Bigsby B7 stuff. Edwards ELP. This is actually the model up from the Edwards I have. This is for sale right now, at least in the States here, $500 US to start or $650 to buy with a $45 shipping. These are just, his pictures aren't the greatest, but it's clean, pretty with a good bag. I had a buddy of mine that was looking, but he actually recently purchased. I'm always on a hunt for a Marshall Lead 12, maybe not the full stack because the shipping kind of kills you. Ever since Johan Sejeban did his video for it, they're nice, they're solid state, but they just nail those Marshall tones apparently. So I'm always hunting. Once again, always reminders for Bigsby's. Old Greco, a little too much money, but kind of cool. I'll show you a picture of that. I just like these because they're kind of dead nuts, Les Paul copy from that era. I've got a standard one in them. I was just looking at those. A Proco sign-off. This is actually for my vocal mic in the videos. I want a close mic, but to be able to simplify how I'm doing it. And this is their, it's a really good deal on one, so that I could turn my vocal mic on and off so that when I play it doesn't get drowned out. My buddy Christian at Towner USA, their hinge blade, I always just keep that pin so I don't forget it. Brass nut so I don't forget it. Just look at this. I can't afford it, but it's just a gorgeous Les Paul. This is one of my buddy, and it comes with a Vibramate with a Bigsby. You can take it off. My buddy Danny was looking, and he was like, "That thing's just awesome." And then this one talks to me in my dreams, which is pretty cool. That's an Orville, so Gibson's Japanese brand. 1190. It's a lot of money, but that's just one of those tops that just talks to me. So anyway, those are some of the things. Some more Lead 12s, no reserve stuff, just to see kind of where the market is on it. So that's that. All right, one last thing. It's kind of cool. I was talking to a guy named Guitar Rehab on YouTube, and he's working closely with Green Guitars in Sweden. He's from Sweden. They, in fact, just opened a small showroom there, which is kind of cool. I watched the video for that. There's also a demo of one of the Green guitars that they just posted up. I'll put a link down below. It's a YouTube video. So what I was looking at, though, is they're actually really well priced, especially their Korean models. So they've got a Comfort Series, Vintage Series, some Special Editions, a Master Series, and then the handmade custom shop and their basses. Pretty cool stuff. First thing I notice is that it's very classically inspired designs. There's your F styles of the S styles and the T styles, Strats and Telecasters, carved toppy stuff, SGs. Very neat stuff through these single cut Les Paul shapes, not an exact copy. You'll actually see when I click on a few of them that the headstock, the decisions they've made are pretty good. They're their PRS styles, the Explorer EV, that kind of stuff, 335s, 355s, 345s. And then through the other ones, the shapes get more accurate as you climb up the market. Very cool. They're in Sweden. They're a very small shop concern. Seem to be really good guys. And so I want to highlight just a couple of them as I was looking at them. This is gorgeous. It reminds me there's a Benton that's similar to this. This is made in Korea, and the details and appointments and color is very good. And if I do a rough guess on the difference in price, it's about 400 US, give or take, plus shipping. So I figure euro is probably about the same. You get VAT and some tax stuff. I'm not exactly sure. You guys in Europe can figure that portion out. But still, the prices are good for a really good Korean-made thing. There's that. I saw this and fell in love because it's just a really pretty SG with a Maestro. Just looks quality. Same kind of price range. There's their take on like a supremely awesome single cut. Supreme. about the same price, and it's really beautiful and pretty with the abalone and everything there. And once again, their headstock, I do like the way they've done that. DCs, everyone that's been around for a while knows my Les Paul double cutaway love. Really, tasty. It's tasty. And then there's a 335, 355 style, kind of a pretty top there, and a big Jazz Boy. And each of these, if you look at the prices, hover around the just under 500 US if I'm doing my conversion rates right from kroner to US. So anyway, that's Green Guitars. Take a look. Guitarnet.sc has all their stuff there. Really cool. Hopefully we'll have a demo coming up soon of one of them. And yeah, so that's what's in my cart, my stack, my things, my fun stuff. Hopefully this was neat. Leave me comments if you think these little videos are helpful and fun. Some of it's my way of giving back and trying to help out, like especially with green guitars. Anyone that's insane enough to start their own guitar company and go through that process, I'll always give some support to and point people to take a look and give their own opinion on what they think about it, and hopefully be able to demo it, because it's a hard market, and how does the small guys get the word out? And we're all about inexpensive guitars here. And with that, I've been Nick in the States. Yes, I have issues. Take care, folks.